What about now? Now can you hear me? Helps if I was like, why can't I see my other screen? But it's because it wasn't there. Hi. I'm an idiot. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you could. Yes, there we go. Okay, we're just gonna play with. We don't want that. We got that. It just took me a second. I got so excited about having it up on so many different sites that I forgot to put the camera on. Okay, now I don't want to show you my card because it's really cute, but we're gonna make it. So I don't want you to see too much of it yet. Now we're gonna have to play with this one a little. I think I have a plan. I think I can pull this off. Okay, so I totally have a plan. I don't actually totally have a plan, but we're gonna make it look like I totally have a plan. Okay, so for mine tonight, I'm gonna grab a piece of pool party cardstock. If I have any pre-cut, I don't. I was just checking. I often have pieces kind of ready and cut, but there's none there. So I'm just gonna grab myself one. And I'm gonna do him that way because it's cute that way. I'm gonna cut him at 4 1/4 by 11. And then I'm scoring him at 5 1/2. Okay. Step number 1, complete. Very, very difficult. Okay. Oh, you're so sweet, the lead. Okay. Now you need your stamps. So what we're gonna grab for this one, right? Oops, get out of the garbage, please. Is I'm gonna go with ho ho ho. You like that? I'm gonna go with ho ho ho. Let's grab it. Is trying to bust into my garbage. I may or may not have eaten a turtle. Not a real turtle, chocolate turtle. I don't eat real turtles. Okay, so let's grab our ho ho ho. Now, for this, I'm going to use my Pool Party ink. Just trying to decide. I think I might do a stamped one. Snowing in Manitoba banner. I will turn off the banner. It doesn't tell me who's on. Isn't that funny? If you're on my my Paper Pumpkin page, I can't see your name when you post unless you gave StreamYard permission. Yeah, it's a little different. Okay. I want to stamp off, so I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap paper. I'm gonna do this. And she's got one. Oh, now we're out of paper. That's okay. So reason I'm trying to decide if I want to do this. Oh, hi, Rose. I ate a mock turtle. Turtle in a half shell. Okay, I'm just trying to decide. Let's put one. I'm gonna put one right smack in the middle because this is how on the inside. This is how I'm gonna decide. I know, but Keish, my husband's so bad. He was at Costco. I'm just trying to decide if I want it that dark. Hang on. He was at Costco and he bought them already. I'm comparing it to my one that I pre-did. Okay. And then I'm going to do another stamped off one. This is how we're going to test, okay? There. We'll put a. Okay, I think I'm going to go with stamped off. I feel like, well, just do it. We'll compare at the end. Okay. I'm just going to go for it. We're not going to stamp off. We're going to get crazy. So we're just going to stamp the ho ho hos, but I'm going to put a piece of paper below so I don't completely do my desk. No, I meant like out of printer paper. I always, when I'm trying to steal paper for doing this kind of thing, that's where I will steal it from. Okay, so all I'm doing, you just have to really make sure, peeps, that you're inked before you stamp, because if you make a mistake, it's kind of not super forgiving. Now you'll notice I'm doing my border. Hi, Jan. Usually a little thing comes up in the description. If it didn't, don't worry. It's all good. I know it's you now. I should have known because you said banner. It was Jan. Okay, here we go. So all you're going to see me doing here is I'm just inking up. And I'm giving him. Oh, no way. Last one. She schmucks up. Can she fix it? Yes, she can because she's that good. Huh. Nope, not me on banner. Oh, it wasn't you? That's okay. Okay, so we've got that. That's all we're doing. Ho, ho, ho banner. Now, I want you to grab a piece of basic white cardstock. Now, I'm going to go with a 3 by 4 1/4. Actually, I lied. 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 is what I'm going to go with. Okay. Will that work? Sure, it'll work because I want it to kind of fit in there. Okay, now I'm going to take this. So here's how we're going to work with this. You ready? We're going to need our Bermuda Bay and we're going to need party for this. She's she really is always that good with fixing her stamping. You must be the Shannon West. But no, it's called I make a lot of mistakes, Jennifer. When you make a lot of mistakes, you get really good at fixing them. It's like a thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Pool Party, okay? So we're going to come in here. I'd like more ink. Sometimes I get a little, I never start on the page. Oh, I just let go of the whole page and it just went for a ride. That was fun. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I'm using my Pool Party ink, taking out a little schloop first because you don't want it too heavy duty. I feel like that guy might need to be re-inked. Wow. Don't feel like I'm getting much here. Okay, we'll go to the corners because that's where I find I'm always the inkiest. Now, I'm not really worrying too much about the top because the top I'm actually going to get a bit darker, okay? So we're just really focusing on probably the middle third here. And so I did make an alternative with the actual bits from the kit, and I'll show you that after, but I don't have any left now. So I decided, okay, I think I can create this on my own so I could continue to use those sweet, adorable stamps. Okay, just making sure we got a good. Okay, now to your blind Bermuda Bay, Blind Bay. Blind Bay's where my parents live. Okay, here we go. Move you away for a sec. Okay, so as I said, this is Bermuda Bay. So you're going to notice right away, shazinky, very inky. So now I'm starting at the top. And you'll notice that this one is quite a bit darker. I'm just working it in, letting it blend in with that Pool Party. Do, do. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a workout. I'm getting like sore biceps. This one is very dark. I have a sample one here that I did, but it was quite a bit darker. It's okay. We'll get it. How's my mom doing? She was at bridge today, Jean. Like, seriously? Woman is a rock star. She's doing the stairs in her house, but she's doing those very cautiously, she said. Because she knows that leg kind of can't. Oh, I must have gooed that. Her leg can't sustain all her body weight on its own quite yet. So she's got a real system that she uses going up and down the stairs. Yeah, she went to bridge. She got a house today, so it was amazing. 20 Santa heads. Well, Heidi, you're gonna do this because I actually have the cutest little Santa head, and he's like ready to go in my bin. Okay, there's their Santa head unstamped, right? Haven't done that one, but look at this one. Like, look at how beautiful he is. He's ready to go in my kit. I might use him tonight actually instead of coloring. Okay, now I'm leaving you. Not really leaving you. You should be able to see me. Just gonna go like this. Which way? There. I'm gonna go back there. Okay. This used to be a suite. When we first built our house, we put a suite in. To rent if we needed it. Anyway, my brother lived here for a little while, but that's kind of all we really did with it. So what I just went to get a glass of water. Not for me, I'm not thirsty. We're going to do a little spraying. Now I'm going to put you away. There. Okay. So how this works is we're going to take my fingers, I'm going to put them in here, and then I'm simply going to boop, 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 boop. You can make that noise, okay? People will do it with a brush and they'll flick it. You can do anything. I mean, totally up to you. It's just the technique I'm using, which is not really much of a technique. It's just I like the little splatters that you get from water. I'll show you them up close in a minute. And you don't need a lot of water to do this. Like some of those ones there, I think I had a bit too much water in my hand. And so I don't need the big giant droplets. They're not going to hurt. They'll look cool once we're done. I'll show you. Okay, so as I said, you can take a little brush and you can flick them, but can you see what it's doing there? Okay, so let's try another technique. We'll just keep trying those. I don't like using my mister because it's too much water. Does that work? Very minimal. I still like my first way. I'm going back to my first way. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I should try that. And then I'm like, no, I won't try that one again. So I'm just kind of rubbing the water off a bit so that I don't get any giant splooches. There we go. Those are good ones. It looks very weird, I know. Okay, now I am going to heat set this, okay? Because it's starting to see how it gives you that look of like a sky, a little bit misty in the sky. Oh, it is fun and easy, girl. Okay, but we're going to turn on the one that you guys always think I'm faking it, my silent heat gun. I don't know what I got right there. Okay, so we got that in. Perfect. Now, another thing you can do that with depends how it's down there. Let's see. This is another one. You can use your wink, and then they turn out a bit sparkly too. Do you like my? I think people get a bit worried about the fact that I smack scissors up and down by my face, but it does work. Okay, sorry. You still can't hear it. I know it is quite bizarre that you can't hear my heat tool. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit this one more time with the silent heat tool that you don't believe. It was super funny because the girls were here for club the other day. Jan was here, and I was like, listen, Jan, this is what it sounds like. She's like, you can't hear a thing. The wink is really quite fantastic. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got it all. So fun. Okay, so we've got our wink on. It would look at you. I was like, it really does make a noise, guys. Like, I'm not lying to you. I promise. Okay, where's the stamps? We lost them. Okay, now we do have some little tiny stars in here. Playing with paint and water totally is flicking things around. Yeah, because Jam was here and she's like, oh, yeah, it's totally loud. It's not even like it's a really loud one. Ooh, it looks like I got Wink of Stella on my ink pad. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I've got my pool party and I'm just throwing some stars into the sky, okay? And nothing like there's no embossed resist, nothing going on. Okay, so let me show you. Minus my goob. Okay, so please ignore the goob, but you can see we have this very beautiful sky. And the reason I wanted this is we've got that gorgeous card that we were, or that, little part that we were putting on the cards that Stampin' Up had given us, but I'm out. Obviously, once I made my cards. Okay, so now I'm going to find my Bermuda Bay. Just a sec. Where it is. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to go by 3 by 4 1/4 for this piece. I think that looks wide enough. Okay. Ta-da. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our card base that we had done here. So these two are going to go together. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, leave that alone, is I'm going to come into here. Now, do you remember last week? I feel like I disassembled. Is that a word? I disassembled this. Missed what you did with the Wink of Stella. Oh, okay. So all I did with my Wink of Stella, Jude, take the lid off like this, and then like tap it, boop, 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 and then it like it makes that sound. Okay, so we splattered it. Now I'm going to take a little strip of this. I think I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch. Just that. So again, this is that piece of the envelope that I was in love with. Now, this was 3. So I think I'm going to let's go 3.5. 3 5/8. That's what I took out. I did 3 5/8. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so let's get our adhesive. If I can find it. It is, oh, I have 2 out. Okay, so we'll move this. Now we're going to have a bit of an issue because on my real card, I took the Mary. So I did use my Mary on my sample card that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to have to fussy cut one. I'm going to make it work. I can do it. I have plans, big plans, people. Okay. So this we can stick straight on. Please don't die of shock. I'm not putting it on dimensionals. Okay. Ignore my goob. We can't do anything about it now. I like the shape of the shorter, fatter one that I did on the other card better, but that's okay. We're using a little bit of seal on here. I'm gonna put this on. Is that straight? Is it straight? It doesn't feel like it's straight. I feel like it's tipped a little bit at the bottom. Hang on one sec. It'll make me crazy if it is, so I just have to straighten. Okay, there. And really, isn't that funny? My eyes are having a really hard time lining that up tonight. I've lost the plot. We're all good. Okay, here we go. So now this can come in here. Now, I'm not going to color my Santa again. I'm going to use the one that's in my kit. I don't want to waste him, and he was a beautiful color. So again, just stamped him in my Memento ink. I colored him with my Cherry Cobbler blends. I definitely used two different colors of, I went with our skin tones. This one was a bit darker. I'm going to say, I should probably pull these out. I don't remember which one I did, but I want to say maybe an 800. No, if it looks darker than an 800. Well, we can test on paper. Okay, so this is easy. This part, just take your Santa, slap him up on a few dimensionals. And then we're going to take him over here. So he's just going to kind of finish off the little line there. Okay. Now, on a scrap of basic white, we're going to stamp that little Mary. Not like Mary as in Mary, Mary and Joseph Mary, as in like, or sorry, not Mary. We're going to stamp the Christmas part first. Where's that? Here we go. It was do you think it was a 700? I know, but when you color it really beautifully and you don't want to waste it, I'm like, I'm not wasting that one. It was a really good one. Okay, we're going, whoops, you have to pick up the stamp. There we go. Back to Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to pull them in. Toot. Well inked. I feel like I've got it on crooked. I do have it on crooked. Poopy bumps. There we go. Not straight. You can see what I just did. Actually, all I did was I flipped up one end to allow it to reposition itself. So Donna's thinking I went 700. I'm hoping that's what I did. Thank you, Donna. Okay, put that away. Now, do you remember what we did last time with our Mary? I'm trying to see if I have a piece big enough to do it. Let's see what I got here. Got some scraps. There's another scrap. Okay, we have some scraps. We're good. Now, Mary, do you remember when we stamped it with our cherry cobbler the other day? Because we don't have the big one like they had when we did the actual card. So when we made that one card, we had the popped out Mary. I'm just double checking if I have another one. I don't. I have a ho ho ho. Okay, so the way that I used this was I actually put my Mary across here. And my ho ho ho, I will admit, it's cute, but it's too big for my intent. So I'm going to use what I was planning on doing, and I'm going to fussy cut. It's not going to be as big as the original, but it's okay. Okay, cherry cobbler. Okay, now remember how we did this, people. So what we did was we ink it up. We stamp it full strength. We lift it up and we move slightly offset from where we were. We hold our breath. No, that was horrible. I shifted right as I went to put it down. And we do it again. Okay, don't do that. Felt it the second I did it. I'm like, Ange, stay still. No, I did not stay still. I looked up. That's better. Okay, so now we've got a Mary. Hi, Sue Kimball. Okay, now I need my scissors. There's some paper snips. Let's take them out. So I know some of you, it's a good thing. Who's on right now? Who could stab me? Trisha's not on. Trisha threatened. Oh no, she doesn't actually, but I know she hates fussy cutting. And I'm scared that if we were in person and I forced some of you to do the fussy cutting that I like to do, that I don't feel like I'd be safe with you having sharp objects in your hands. Okay. So all I'm doing here is I'm just fussy cutting this out. Now, I'm not sticking to the original Mary or sticking to the secondary Mary. Secondary Mary. I'm going to the whatever's like the furthest out on that side. So like right now, I'm working on secondary Mary. But when I was on the bottom side, I was working to first gen Mary. These are the technical stamping terms, secondary Mary, first gen Mary. No, we're weird. Okay. There. We got it. It is good. You will never stab me, thank God. Okay. Hi, Martha. Okay, so now we've got that sweet little Mary that will totally work on there. So let's put him on with some dimensionals. You will see I do like the bigger Mary for this, but we're okay, right? We can handle it. Now you can all see where I stamped it the first time and schmuck that secondary Mary. Mom's rocking it. Mom was at Bridge today. She's partying. She is living life, which is exactly what we wanted her to be doing. Okay, so I love that. Now, please don't judge. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors because they have a longer blade, and I want to be able to cut one continuous line versus, when you're using your paper snips and you have to go chugga chugga. Well, I don't want any chugga chuggas. I just want one chugga. Again today, I had no car. It is amazing that you can get he's only 16, he'll be 17 tomorrow. 16-year-old out of bed as easily as you can when it involves him having access to a car for the day. All of a sudden, getting up at 7:20, even though you don't have school till 9:30, to drive your brother to university and your mom to work does not seem like a huge deal. Huh, weird, eh? Okay, let's put you on. Sorry, I've got a mess here. Just a sec. Let me get rid of my bits. Rid of your bits. Oh, done. Mrs. McKay, hi, Nia. Facebook Live, congratulations. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. But again, as I said last time, I love that you guys are saying congratulations, but it's all of us, right? So I know you're going, but I don't buy from you. It doesn't matter. My peeps all over the world who watch my videos and share them and like them, you contributed to me being third in Canada. I don't get there on my own. It is not possible. I have kick butt downline and amazing customers. And because of them, and because of you guys, that's how I made it there. Okay, so we got to here. Whew, we did it. Next, I want a snowflake. Do I have any left? Ooh, I've got big ones left. Oh, you know what I did do? I did die cut out of my leftover bit sheets from the snowflakes. I'm going to put this one on because it'll cover up my goob. Yes. I did die cut some small ones, okay? But I want the pretty side showing. Okay. So on this, I'm not going to use a dimensional. I am going to use a glue dot. Come here, you. There. Off. There. Oh, look at it. It's turning out so sweet. Okay, sorry, pause. Don't get excited, Angela. You're not supposed to love your own card that much. But I do, so I love it. I'm stuck. Hello. I love it when you guys do that. Hello. Who is it? I couldn't see from that far away. It's Lori. Hi, Lori. Hi, Kim. Thank you. Okay, so let's come in here. We're going to give Santa a little doot doot on his hat. There. Now, I have to put a few rhinestones in here, so don't judge. Everything looks better with sparklies. Basic pearls. If I were my rhinestones, where would I be? That's really weird. Oh, in the container that says basic rhinestones. This is your October paper pumpkin, the one that just passed. I just was in love with it and created some alternatives with it and realized I used to love doing paper pumpkin alternatives. And then I don't know how I stopped. I feel like life stopped me at some point and just ran out of time. Put those in there, and there you go. So let me show you. This was the one I used that had more of the bits from the kit, okay? So here's the kit bits. So we've used that beautiful piece that they had in the background, and then we've used the Mary. So this one totally works there, okay? And again, it was just a Santa that I'd stamped and cut. I used the smaller snowflake on that one, however, though. And then this one, we had to strategically place our snowflake. I feel like I would have maybe given it a bit more, maybe some more Bermuda Bay, wider mat would maybe be how I would change it, because I feel like it pops a bit more here than it does here. But that shadow stamping, thanks, hon. Yeah. So kind of a fun way to use those bits up. Again, I didn't use the card base from the kit. This is just a pool party card base, some basic white cardstock. And really, as long as you have some ink, you could sponge the color in some Bermuda Bay, and then I cut up an envelope. So you're making it kind of just out of the bits that you've got left over. So there is a fun one for you. Yeah. Anyway, my dears, I hope that you have a fantabulous evening. I won't see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is my son's 17th birthday. But I will see you on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Mwah. Please don't forget, if you check in my description right now, there's a link to my paper pumpkin. Please get on, subscribe, make sure you get yours in before the 10th of the month because you want to get the next kit, which they say will actually work quite adorably with this stuff too. So, mwah, mwah, bye. I love it, Lori. Have an awesome night, guys. Bye.